What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Over the Top with Manchester City. Today we have both legs of the Champions League quarterfinal against Liverpool. It's going to be tough. I don't have high hopes for this, especially because we have even more injuries. I'll show you them in a second, but last two games we played, we've only played two games since I last saw you. In the Dortmund Champions League first knockout round, we played Stoke in the FA Cup quarterfinal, rotated quite a bit, and got a good 3-1 result. Raheem Sterling is one of the injuries, was injured in this game. Hodzic came in, Zinchenko at left back, Tommy Doyle came in, so a little bit of rotation, but still a strong squad, and we had a good result. We then played Fulham, played a little bit stronger squad for this. Diaz and Ake in center back. We won 2-0, a good victory again. Phil Foden with a goal, Ilkay Gundogan with a penalty. Everyone pretty much played well. Tommy Doyle played amazingly well, but of course he got injured. So we are just ravaged by injuries. If you look at our squad, Sergio Aguero obviously still out 2 to 4 months. David Alaba out for another 4 days. Kyle Walker still out another 4 to 7 weeks. Sterling is now out 7 days to 3 weeks. Tommy Doyle is now out 7 days to 2 weeks. And Jacques Cancelo is still out 5 to 7 months. And then Benjamin Mendy, also returning to training tomorrow, but not recommended to be selected. So I'm having to play guys I've never heard of at backup center back and backup right back. Finley Burns is our backup center back, 1-star player. Diancu is our backup right back, 1-star player. Bernabe is our backup left winger, 1.5-star. McAtee is our backup striker, 1.5-star. Because Liam Delap is unregistered for this. Timmy Sobowale, our second backup center back, 1-star. Ben Knight, our backup right winger, 1.5 stars. And then our 12th man, Rowan McDonald, a wonderful 1-star player that is just not good at all. He's fast. That's about it. He can play different positions. He can't play center back because he's 5'9". But so yeah, this isn't ideal. Zinchenko's going to be starting at left back. If I go to our tactical meeting, go to the team selection. Stones at right back. Zinchenko at left back. Diaz and Laporte at center back. So we're still strong at center back. Ederson still stays in goal. He's been all right actually recently, so he's been pretty good. Rodri comes in at defensive midfield. He's been playing pretty well. Had a really good game last time out. De Bruyne and Silva at center mid. So we got our starters there. But Silva's been decent recently. He didn't start the season too fantastically well, but recently he's been pretty good. Riyad Mahrez is back on the right, even though he's not really been very good recently. He had one good game last game out, but other than that, he's not really done much. Ferran Torres has not been very good left wing, but he's our only option. Gabby Jesus, again, our only option at striker. He's not been very good. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Liverpool, hopefully they have a couple of injuries as well. I know Joe Gomez is unregistered. Matip's injured. What else? What other injuries did it say they had? Go to home. Simicast is injured. Oxlade is injured. So, no massive injuries, really. Backup center back is going to be a question mark with Matip doubtful and Joe Gomez unregistered. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but let's just get into it, see what we can do. See if we can just perform at our best and hopefully get through to a semifinal of the Champions League. This Liverpool lineup is basically full strength. Alexander-Arnold on the right. Matip plays at center back. Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago, Wijnaldum, Salah, Mane, Firmino. They're not missing anyone. So, yeah, this is not ideal considering what we've had to go with, but we can only try our best. We owe Liverpool after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. Tell Ruben Diaz, who is aggressive, that I have faith. And Gabriel Jesus, who's not reacted. There we go. How important will Kevin De Bruyne be to Man City today? Of course, he's very important. He's an outstanding player. What do you see being the deciding factor between two teams who have a very similar tactical approach? I'm expecting a fascinating contest, and we'll have to be at our best when it comes to reacting and adjusting. That's where it'll be won and lost. We've been in good form, at least. 4 wins out of our last 4. Drawn the other game. I don't know how, because like I said, we've been absolutely ravaged by injuries. Liverpool have drawn their last 2 games, but other than that, they've been playing well. Pavon, the last time we played him, I believe he got a hat trick against us, so luckily he's not starting this time, but just some dude named Sadio Mane is playing. So, yeah, that's just a much better option than Christian Pavon. That's not ideal, but nothing's really happened in the first 15 minutes. We finally have the first highlight in the 15th minute. It's going to be a Liverpool highlight. Hopefully we can win the ball and go on our counterattack, even though it's at Mane. Playing over the top for Salah. Where is our right back? I guess this... Okay, Zinchenko's there, but he fouls him in the penalty area because he wanted to, and he just decided, let's just give them a penalty. They need all the help they can get, so we better just give them a free goal, and then we can play from there. Good thinking, Zinchenko. Good thinking. Salah to take it. Zinchenko gets a yellow card for his action, and Salah's going to score it. Yeah, there was no way he was saving that. I saved so few penalties. It's unbelievable. It feels like they save every other penalty we take, but we can't save any. I'm not going to watch that again. We're going to lose. I know I'm being pessimistic, but good gosh. Zinchenko's now injured. We literally have no other left backs. I guess we have Ake. Ake can play. Oh my gosh. Laporte. He has like 17 passing. Good God. Berate. Dude has like 17 passing and he just passes it to Mane. Unbelievable. They have absolutely crapped their pants to start this game. Two stupid mistakes. I want to sub both of them. I'm actually going to sub Zinchenko. Get off my freaking pitch. Good God. Maybe I should have started Ake from the off, but Zinchenko should be decent. But he decides he wants to give away a penalty and then get injured just so he can act like, oh, it was the injury. That's why I fouled him in the penalty area. Not because I'm stupid. Alexander-Arnold now with the ball. Good block by Rodrigo. I'm not feeling great. This is not going well. And this is the home match. So imagine how much they'll destroy us away from home. Like, I don't understand why this team... I guess I kind of understand because we're like down to like bare bones. But I understand why this team plays so poorly. Like, whenever I play... Well, even other times when I play in the Premier League, like, Man City usually aren't very good for some reason. Even though their squad is absolutely ridiculous. I'm just glazing over the fact Mahrez just scored a goal. De Bruyne, of course, with the assist, because he's so good. Mahrez scoring a header at the back post. Not something you'll see very often. I'm not going to say we're back in it, because they have 2 away goals, and I don't see us scoring more than 1 away goal. I don't see us scoring an away goal, to be fair. So, with Jesus, Ferran Torres, and an out-of-form Mahrez, who has scored a goal today, but it's his first goal he scored in like a month and a half. We had our only shot on target be that goal. I'm going to throw a water bottle. I'm far from pleased. I don't care that they're going to be upset. I thrash my arm and say I'm furious with their defensive work. I'm furious with their playmaking efforts. And Gabby, you freaking suck. He is so bad. We have to get a striker next season. We have to get one of the best strikers in the world. Either Haaland, Mbappe. Who else is there? Haaland or Mbappe? Kane. I doubt we'll be able to get Kane. They want like $300 million for him. I don't think we're going to have $300 million to spend. Bernardo Silva's tired, but I don't care. Ferran Torres has been awful. Jesus has been awful. But I have no strikers. I literally have no other strikers. No one else on this team other than Ferran Torres, who has been crap, can play striker. Playing Phil Foden on the left. Screw it. Play him as, I guess, an inverted winger, even though he's left-footed. Don't really want to play him as a winger, because it's Phil Foden. I'm going to play as an inside forward, actually, on support. Going to demand more. Laporte is on a 6.2. Maybe because he passed it directly to the opposition. Can't sub any of these guys. I want to sub Gabby Jesus, but literally no one else can play striker. He's so lucky. He's the only known striker on this team. I want to berate the team again. Let me berate the team. De Bruyne with a corner. This is our only chance of scoring goals. And it's Aymeric Laporte. I almost said Gabby Jesus. It is Aymeric Laporte. Kevin De Bruyne with his 2nd assist of the game. And Laporte makes up for his just massive mistake by scoring a goal by himself. At the near post, Becker can't get over quick enough. And it's 2-2. I mean, at least we're not completely out of the game. Like, we still have a slight chance, even though very unlikely, because they have 2 away goals. Like, who else do I bring in? Like, Mahrez, can you play at striker at all? Pretty much not. Well, guess what? You're playing as a striker. Bernardo Silva's going to play out there, and Gundogan's going to come in. Yeah, not great. In fact, we got absolutely destroyed by the numbers, shots on target, XG. We had more possession, but we got absolutely destroyed at home. There is no chance in hell we win this tie away from home. No chance in hell. I expect to see you all in training. You don't deserve a rest. John Stones. Who else is going to play right back? Storm out. You're idiots. He's literally the only player that can play right back. And Zinchenko's out 9 days to 3 weeks. Awesome. So we have Ake and a turnstile left back. Awesome. Very awesome. This is going to go great. I'll see you for the next leg where we get absolutely destroyed. And we are back. And we are lucky that Tottenham and Everton aren't playing very well this season, because if they were, we would definitely not be getting Champions League football. We don't deserve to get Champions League football from the league because we are absolute garbage. We lost to West Brom because of a penalty, because Fernandinho decided it is his turn to give them a free goal. That is 3 goals from our own mistakes in 2 games. From Manchester City. Why do I have the worst mental players in the world that are making these stupid mistakes? They have some of the best ratings, attributes, whatever you want to call them, in the world, and yet they make these just boneheaded mistakes every single game. And not only did we just lose to them 1-0, we absolutely destroyed them. 17 shots to 4, one of which was a penalty. And we had 3 on target. I started Liam Delap this game because Gabriel Jesus is the worst striker on planet Earth. And Delap decided he's the second worst striker on planet Earth. Mahrez didn't do anything, and Foden is just an awful, awful player. So we have no possibility of scoring goals. Silva, terrible. Gundogan doesn't score goals like he does in real life. Wingbacks, Ake had a good game, which was nice to see. Menino came in, and he was terrible. This team is absolute garbage. Going forward, this is the worst scoring team I've ever used in Football Manager 21. The worst scoring team. And it's Man freaking City. It doesn't make any sense. If Mahrez isn't scoring the goals, then it's corroborated by their goals. If Mahrez isn't scoring goals, Ferran Torres has 4. Gabriel Jesus has 10, even though he's got, let's look at his recent form. There's 1. There's 1. 3 in his last, 15 games? That is terrible. He started off pretty good, but he's been absolutely pathetic since. Ferran Torres doesn't score goals. Bernardo Silva doesn't score goals. Kevin De Bruyne is the best player on this team. He can't single-handedly carry the team, though. Aguero is our only other goal scorer, and he's injured for the rest of the series. 2 to 3 months. The rest of the season, at least. If we get Champions League football, and we don't win the Champions League this season, which we're not going to do, I will be playing another season, trying to win the Champions League next season, bringing in actual players who can score actual goals. Luckily for us, David Alaba is back, so he's back in the team. Mendy is back as well, so he's going to be able to be his backup. Ake can now move to being a backup center back. So we're a little bit stronger in defense, but going forward, we're still an absolute garbage can. Mahrez, if he doesn't score, we don't stand a chance of winning this game. He has to score a hat trick for us to have any chance of winning this game. Single-handedly. Him and De Bruyne combining for a hat trick is the only possible way we win this game. So that's this expected squad I'm going with. The strongest squad I have available to me. Stones at right back. Rodri at defensive midfield because Fernandinho's an idiot. He's going to be leaving as well because he wants 400K or 300K a week, even though he's currently on 230. He either wants a 3-year contract till he's 38, which is not going to happen, or he wants a 2-year contract on 320K a week. That is the most unreasonable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. He's 30-freaking-5. Why does a 35-year-old want a wage rise? Come on. Come on, Football Manager. Let's get into this game. Get absolutely destroyed. I'm going to thrash my arm and say I expect a win tonight. I fully expect them to win. I'm expecting to see solid defensive work. I'm expecting you to take control of the midfield. And give me some freaking goals, Gabby Jesus. You're our garbage can. Both teams come to this one in good form. No, we're not. How do you rate your chances ahead of kickoff? I don't think we played all that well despite our good run of form. And if we don't attain a high standard of football here, I get absolutely mollywopped. What they should say. It's not the best weather for football out there today. How do you think the conditions will affect your performance? Whatever. I don't freaking care about the weather. They've got their strongest available team. Literally every single player they want is available. So that's great. We obviously don't. I'm not going to go attacking. I'm going to go positive. We are currently going out with the way the score is currently, but so we definitely need a goal, but I'm not going to go too gung-ho. Ferran Torres heading it back to John Stones, who is our right back, which is just so awesome. I love that. Rodrigo from the edge of the area. Rodri! Oh, what a goal that is. It took a piece of just fantastic play from one of our players for us to finally score a freaking goal. A piece of individual magnificence. What a strike that is from Rodri. And of course it's De Bruyne with the assist. It takes solo performances for this team to score goals. Like either De Bruyne with an amazing cross, amazing free kick, some amazing pass, and a good tap in, or just a goal like that. That is the only way this team scores goals. They can't play well together and score a goal because it requires strikers actually be able to score non-tap-ins, which they don't do. Maybe we have a chance. I don't have high hopes for the rest of this game because we're only 18 minutes in. I'm not going to get too gung-ho based on one goal that took an individual player going out of his mind, playing better than he's played, doing a better singular performance than he's played all season. So, not really consistent. But Mahrez threw to Gabby Jesus, miss. He actually scores Gabby Jesus with his third goal in 3-4 months. And again, it was a tap in. The keeper completely ran it past the keeper, even though it wasn't really him doing it. It was the pass that went past the keeper. Mahrez with a great ball. Gabby Jesus doesn't touch it until it's already around the keeper. And he has an empty net to pass it into, so he can actually do that. So we are 2-0 up. And of course it's Mahrez, the only other competent player on this team, at least offensively, getting the assist. And De Bruyne is injured. Awesome. It's not like we kind of need that guy to score goals, score goals, and help this team win, being our only creator in the team. Other than Mahrez. Mahrez can create, but he doesn't have a whole lot of assists on the season. De Bruyne has 20. Let's see what kind of injury it is first before I take him off. If it's a serious injury, I don't want him to get seriously injured for months. So I don't want to risk him if I don't have to. But if it's just like a bruise, you're fine. It's a freaking bruise. I don't understand why they get yellow injuries for bruises. I've stubbed my toe before. It doesn't mean I need to. And gives away a penalty. De Bruyne, just giving him all this credit, and he gives away our third penalty in 3 games. And there should have been a fourth, but it was just barely outside the area against West Brom. 3 penalties in 3 games. Our team is just insane. They're so dumb. Our team is so dumb. Salah gonna score it. Of course, keeper gets nowhere near it. And they're back in the game. They score one more goal and it goes to extra time, but they're going to score another goal. We're probably going to get another penalty because this team loves giving away free goals. It's their I don't even know what the word to say. I'm pissed. It's their kink. That's the word I was trying to think of. Giving away free goals is their kink. Liverpool passing it away to Bernardo Silva, who's not good. He's been the most, I want to say he's the most disappointing player because I've had no hopes for Gabby Jesus to actually be anything. So I think Bernardo Silva has been the most disappointing player. He's done nothing all season. He doesn't get assists. He doesn't get goals. De Bruyne's got a calf strain. Don't want that to turn into a tear or anything. I'll bring in Phil Foden. Or Ilkay Gundogan. I trust Gundogan a little bit more than Foden. Sucks taking off Kevin De Bruyne, but we're in a good position right now. We've got the lead. We're going to go balanced. I almost want to waste time in the first half. I feel like we kind of need to do that because we've been the better team somehow. Doesn't make any sense because we got absolutely throttled at home. I'm going to say, don't get complacent out there. Bernardo Silva, you suck. I don't want to tell him he needs to calm down. I need to tell him he needs to do something. Okay. I'm furious with your performance so far tonight. There we go. He's done nothing. You weren't that bad, but you can improve. I don't know why Bernardo Silva is so bad. His attributes look absolutely insane, but he literally doesn't do anything. I've tried him at right wing. I've tried him at center mid. He doesn't do anything in either position. I don't know why. The players on Manchester City just don't play to their attributes. Almost none of them do. Like Kevin De Bruyne and kind of Mahrez are the only players that play up to their attributes. And Mahrez's attributes aren't even that insane. Like, they're good, but they're not like out of this world star, world dominating winger good, but and of course that's not going to be a penalty because it's very far out of the area. I don't know why you even have to look at this. If you have eyes, you could tell that was outside the area. But they have to look at the video because it was not even close. We can't get a penalty, of course. It's not a penalty. Never a penalty. Milner, they're going to give him a card. Doesn't look like it. I mean, our player, other than Alaba, which of course he plays awful, other than Alaba, our players have played well. They've got good ratings for the most part. Bernardo Silva's not done anything, but he's not been bad. Ferran Torres has been bad. He's so bad. He is so bad. He's another player that has done absolutely nothing all season. Absolutely nothing. He has 4 goals on the season? And he's played 25 games. He's played a lot. Assists and starts. He's played a lot. And he has 4 goals. And that's a goal. It is tied up. 2-2. Because of course it is. Because this team is a garbage can. What do I do? How do I make this team not be terrible? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. They give away free goals at every single possible opportunity. They get beat. Why is no one marking him for one? But it's not even him. It's the one being marked by 2 players. Diogo Jota, who's 5'10", who wins the header over Laporte and Ruben Diaz, and John Stones, and David Alaba, who are all tall and good in the air. Well, Alaba, not as much, but he's decently tall, decently good in the air. He plays center back. I'm taking Ferran Torres off. He's so bad. Who do I bring on? I guess Fernandinho, or not Fernandinho, Phil Foden. He's our only competent player left on the bench. But he's been awful, so I don't know if he's even a competent player. Play him as an inside forward on support. Got off to a 2-0 lead and then absolutely pooped our pants like we always do because this team is a garbage can. I'm going to say it for the 50th time. We are so bad. We are so bad. And that's a goal. It's going to be an own goal. Benjamin Mendy comes in and gives away an own goal. And we lose. We are out of the Champions League. They have scored 3 straight goals after we gone up 2-0. 2 of them gifted. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. Go everything. Hit every button. Every single button. Go extremely direct. We have to because we're going to score a goal. If we score a goal, we go through. But we're not going to score a goal because we have no one on this team that can't score goals unless they're individual moments of brilliance. That's the only possible way a player scores a goal on this team. It's either Mahrez doing something amazing, or it's Rodri coming up with one somehow amazing goal, or it's Kevin De Bruyne doing something amazing. Those are the only 3 players that are ever going to do anything. Well, even Rodri never does anything. And we are out. Throw a water bottle for the 3rd straight game. I'm expecting to see you in training. You let the side down with your own goal, and it cost us dearly. I'm furious with their playmaking efforts, and I'm absolutely furious with Gabby Jesus. He scored a goal, but it was a tap-in. Ferran Torres was absolutely awful. What are your thoughts about the aggregate defeat? I thought we were awful and easily second best. Who can I find? Because I want to find every single player on this team. Ederson. Did he save a single shot? Fine 2 weeks. Stones, can I find you? No. I'm finding every single player possible. I wish I could find David Alaba because he was terrible, but you can't find a player on loan. Kevin De Bruyne, he actually did good things. I really wish I could find Bernardo Silva. He has been so bad. Ferran Torres, I know I can find him. Find 2 weeks' wages. For the second straight game, or second game in 3, he's fined 2 weeks' wages. Dude's going to be living on the street after I find him every single game. Because he's just a garbage can. Absolute incompetence. I hate this team. I've never hated a team I've used in Football Manager, but I hate this team. This Man City team is full of bottlers. That's all they are. Every single player bottles. They're either terrible, just like straight up terrible. Gabby Jesus, straight up terrible. Torres, straight up terrible. Silva, straight up terrible. Alaba, okay. Center backs are decent. Stones is not a right back, so I'm kind of screwed there. Ederson, straight up terrible. De Bruyne, Mahrez. Yeah, that's it. That's the only 2 competent players on this team. De Bruyne and Mahrez. And we're probably going to not get Champions League football, so I might just end the series after this season. If we don't have Champions League football, what's the freaking point? That's the whole goal of this series, is to win the Champions League. And we can't do that if we're not in the Champions League, and we don't deserve to be in the Champions League because we played like absolute garbage. I'm not going to come back for the EFL Cup. I'd give 0 craps about the EFL Cup. I'll come back for the end of the season. Liverpool and West Ham probably, or last chance we have of securing Champions League football. I'll come back whenever that's possible, or we've completely screwed it away by losing every single game and are completely out. I've never been so upset with a single team in my entire life than I am with this team. This team is so bad. I have to completely rebuild this team. They need a new left winger. They need a new center mid. They need a new striker. They need a new right back. They need a new left back. They need a new goalkeeper. They need 6 starting players for this team to be competent. Unbelievable. Is this, I don't understand. Like, these players are good in real life. So this is just FM absolutely screwing you over. Like, Arsenal are in the lead by 10 points. FM, what are you doing? This is not a realistic example of world football. If Arsenal are ahead of the league by 10 points, playing amazingly, when in real life, they're absolutely horrific. They're landing in 12th place. And Man City, who are winning the league by 18 points, are just awful. Just completely awful. FM, good God. I'll see you when I see you next time. If somehow you've made it to the end of this video, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and Man City sucks.